Dude, I want to see
Everyone
that.
on the sideline was spraying, then Derek was spraying in the huddle.
Nice.
I want to see the film.
Okay.
It was on TV news. They showed it in like slow motion.
They showed it going back to
Okay,
normal.
class.
They
Hey,
showed like
commercial break.
Oh, no, no.
Done. Let's go. Okay. The Amazing Race. What makes The Amazing Race so amazing? $1 million, 2 people,
I lost that.
in 3 months around the entire world. Okay. Why is The Amazing Race so amazing? It is the true test of just how far you will go for $1 million. You have to travel, you travel around the whole entire world, and it's through CBS, which is the company and the television program that came up with The Amazing Race in 2001. Jeremy Bruckheimer is the producer, and you travel around the world and you do pit stops, which is like an idea in the race. So you go on a plane and you go somewhere in the race and you get a clue. You rip the clue open as soon as you get to one of the clue boxes, and it tells you exactly where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to complete. You will have to build relationships with other teams to be successful, and you have to choose either if you want to be friend or foe. And you work with a group, and they can be brother, sister, best friends, or like this year there was one, she was her biological daughter, but they had never met before. So there are relationships of all kinds on The Amazing Race. The race is strategical and challenging. You have to do tasks that you might not always want to do. You get to choose between 2 of them. It's called Roadblock, and you choose either a brief description of which one will be. Like some of the past ones they've been where you have to eat certain foods, or you have to have your head shaved. It all depends really on exactly what the race throws at you. You have to be ready for anything on the race. It is 3 months, and it's very challenging, but you have a mandatory rest period throughout the race. So after you complete 1 pit stop, you have to rest for a certain number of hours before you can begin the next day again. You have to make it to the pit stop before the other teams, and you get a certain place. The purpose of the race is to challenge you physically, mentally, and emotionally. You have to be strong in all of these areas to be successful. You will have a partner, and the goal is to make it 2 pit stops before the other teams. If you are the last to arrive, you may be eliminated. I know this is kind of hard to read, but there are 2 non-elimination rounds in the race, which means if you come in last, you have to complete an extra task in the next challenge. Why would I want to be on the race? Being on the race is one of my life goals. You can apply when you're 18, and everyone has the desire to win, and I mean, who wouldn't want to go on the race to lose? So I think that everyone can relate to that. We all have goals, and we all have something that we want to accomplish, whether it's becoming an amazing athlete or becoming very successful in a career or just having a really awesome relationship with God. We all have goals in mind that we want to win. I want to be on the race because there's $1 million prize. I mean, who wouldn't want that? You have to split it with your partner, obviously, so it's like half the money, but that's okay. It's the experience of a lifetime. You get to travel around the world for free, and they pay for everything. Yes, it's stressful and challenging. You probably don't know the language or the cultures, but you learn so much in a short time. There's also an added bonus if you're the first one at the pit stops. You get a prize, which could be a trip, could be cars, could be cash. It's pretty exciting. You get the opportunity to build a really close relationship with your partner, whether it's your best friend, your brother, your sister, somebody who means a lot to you, or someone you barely know. You get to meet all kinds of new people. You get to experience new cultures and new challenges, and I just think it'd be a great experience to even just kind of spread the message, just have a good attitude and win. Okay. Info about the race. I don't know why it's hard to read, I'm really sorry. But you must complete all the steps in a roadblock, which is instructions to get your next clue. If you don't finish those, you can be disqualified, or you'll have a mandatory rest period where you have to sit and watch all the other teams check in before you get to go. If you are in a non-elimination round, then you get to complete a different task in the next challenge. This is the 17th season of the race. That means they've given away $17 million, and they keep getting future funding. They'll keep doing this for a long time to come. It has won multiple Emmys. When I wrote this up, I only won one, but it's won 4 Emmys, and it's great. It's great. Here are some past people of the race. I told you that they come from all walks of life, all different times. They say at the beginning of the race, who will win this time? My family, we do a little poll thing where you vote on who you think is going to win. And so the winners of this race were actually up here. They won. And so, yeah, you never know. You can't underestimate your opponents because there's definitely some underdogs have won. People did not think. The type of diversity that's been on the race, there's been homosexual partners on the race. There has been,
I don't know why it's doing this.
okay. Well, there's been little people on the race, like tall person and a little person partner. There's been all sorts of different people on the Amazing Race. I mean, it's a free zone. Whoever wants to compete, if you get chosen, then you can be on the race. The application process, you have to make a video and describe why you're so amazing. Everyone has something special about them, whether there's been people who just became in a relationship with each other on the race. There's been people who have been married for 50 plus years. So there's people from all walks of life. That's okay, just pretend it's not there. Okay, so they all want to win. Okay, everyone on the race wants to win $1 million. The only thing that's nuts about it, you're in the race to win. They all had one thing in common, and that they wanted to win. In order to win the race, you need confidence in your skills, and you need knowledge of where you're going and what you're doing. Just like in life, we all have goals we want to accomplish. In the race, you get a backpack, and you put the things that you think you will need in the backpack. Whatever's in your backpack is your lifeline. If you lose your passport, your money, you're out of the race. Some past challenges of the race. Here's some pictures of some past challenges. Okay, people have had to shave their heads. They have had to do this thing like a sushi round. They spin the wheel, whatever they got, they'd eat that kind of sushi, and yeah. And then they also had to drink a Buddha beer, which when it comes back, it's in the bottom corner right here. You had to drink all that in Germany.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Just be 21 to drink that?
No.
Not in Germany.
Nope, not in Germany. So, yes, and then I'm going to introduce you to your host. He goes with you everywhere, he checks you in pit stops, and if something bad happens to you on the race, he's there to help you out along with the medical support team. He is 43, his name is Phil Keoghan, and he was born in New Zealand. He has started working on day 1 of the race, and he has been with it for the entire time. Here's some past winners. Oh, and he wrote a book, How to Win. It's called How to Win. It's not about the race, it's just about how to accomplish life. Here's some past winners. Yeah, 17 seasons, a long time. Those people over there did actually not win, but I just thought they were pretty interesting. Put them on there. And now you get to watch the beginning of the race. I'm not.
I think that's clear.
Can you click it? I think you just have to click.
You can move the mouse to the right.
Why not?
So like I said, there's people from all walks of life in all different areas. So with the Amazing Race, just like you need confidence and knowledge in the Amazing Race, you also need it in life to accomplish all of your goals. So I encourage all of you to watch this Sunday nights at 8 on Channel 7. It's very entertaining, and you learn a lot about different parts of the world. So yeah, just like in life, you want to accomplish the goals and be a winner. Yay.